Hello and welcome back to Champions and Beyond. So this is a video I've been looking to do for a couple of weeks. I did the monthly challenge last month, and although it was a live stream, I did the challenge but I failed to get the win on camera, so I wanted to play Nova in protection and beat Green Goblin on expert mode. So we're starting off with everything. We have our Thrall, we have our 2 threat on, we have our 2 encounter cards. We need to draw up our hand size. We start with 10 hit points. So let's have a look. So that one doesn't count towards our hand size. We'll keep light speed flight, we'll keep med team, let's get rid of 4. Okay. Not loving that opening hand, but let's use our alter ego ability. Let's go and get our helmet. First things first, we're spending a while so we get to put it straight into play. There is the helmet. So we do want to put pinpoint in. We have to flip up to hero first because we have to be a champion. So, and we want to keep that, we want to maybe keep that. So let's spend 2 to put in pinpoint. We are going to spend 1 to play Unleash Nova Force. Pinpoint will thwart for 1. And Nova will thwart the other one, clearing 2 threat. We'll draw us a card, get a pot shot, and ready us. So we can punch, which will ready the helmet. We're obviously going to punch the guard. We're then going to use the helmet to play pot shot to take out the guard. That will ready us and draw us a card with Ever Vigilant. So let's punch again because we have no other targets. Down to 17. Use the helmet and med team to play Ever Vigilant. Or can we actually? There's no threat. Do you know what? I actually don't think we can do that because there is no threat. In which case, we'll spend the helmet. Sorry about that. And 2 other cards to put in a med team. So although there's no arrow because there is no threat to remove, I don't think we were able to do the other. So we'll get rid of Unleash Nova Force now and we'll ready up. Let's draw up 5 cards. Another Unleash Nova Force, another med team. We've not had the greatest luck with drawing, so we're going to add 1 threat on anyway. Green Goblin is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost, which is put the Goblin Soldier into play. So he attacks us for 2. the Goblin Soldier attacks us for 1, we do his ability and add 1 threat onto the main. Then get 3 encounter cards. So the first one is a Badoon Grunt, which luckily we already have a minion out, so that doesn't matter too much. And then we have 2 side schemes, so we have Goblin Nation, and we're going to get Overrun. So that has a when defeated, that has a when revealed. So when revealed, there were no Goblin minions, because we aren't using the special rule, so the Badoon don't have the Goblin trait, should I say. That has 1 threat per player, and the other has 2 threat per player. So we are going to spend the helmet to do Unleash No Force. We are going to thwart for 1, which does just clear that one off. That will draw us a card, Energy Barrier, and ready us. We will spend a Power of Protection to play the Energy Barrier. So this isn't fantastic unless we lose Pinpoint, which I think we might have to do. So let's thwart form with Pinpoint. I would like to have kept them around for a little bit longer, and then thwart 1, which then this does have a when defeated, doesn't it? No, it doesn't, sorry, it had a boost. But clears the side scheme, that readies us. When we used our ability, it readied the helmet, and we draw a card. We have Pot Shot, which is perfect timing, because then we'll use the helmet to play Pot Shot, deal 4 damage to the soldier. We will punch the soldier to take him out. We do take a point of damage for that, but we get to ready and we draw a card. Get Ever Vigilant, which works out quite nicely. So this has actually turned into a really nice turn. So we will punch the Badoon Grunt for 1. We spend power on all of us. Oh, hang on. Before we punch, we will spend the helmet to put in height advantage. Then we punch, which readies the helmet. We then spend 1 and the helmet to play Ever Vigilant, which will ready us, and won't ready the helmet yet. We will then punch again, which will ready the helmet. Take out the Badoon Grunt. We get to draw a card, and we get to ready. Oh, it turned into a lovely combo. So we will then spend the helmet to do a Pot Shot to do 4 damage. Ever Vigilant should have removed 2 threat. Would that have made a difference? Hang on. I'm missing timing windows here. So I would have punched Goblin first. Ever Vigilant. No, it wouldn't have done. It doesn't matter, I'm going to punch Goblin now. Doesn't matter because the ready, I might have lost out on a card draw there. Yeah, it doesn't matter because of the timing windows, it still wouldn't have really benefited me. So we'll get rid of Unleash Nova Force. We are going to spend to heal 2 using Med Team, and that stays until the end of the round. So we'll keep hold of our other Med Team. So we have Lightspeed Flight. We do have Moon Girl. Which will be not too bad. So we're going to add 1 threat on. Green Goblin is going to attack us for 2 plus. Put the Goblin Thrall into play. So it's reduced to 1. We ping that back with Energy Barrier. And we will ping the damage onto the Goblin Thrall. Should have ready. The Goblin Thrall would then attack, and aerial height advantage will block that. We then get our encounter card, which is I See You, which means he's going to attack us again. Yeah, he's going to attack us again. So 2, 3 total. So it's reduced to 2. We're just going to take the 2. Okay, which will then add another threat into the main scheme. So we discard this one at the start of our turn. We will use the helmet as a mental and spend 2 more mentals to put in Moon Girl. We're going to get 3 card draw. So we're going to thwart for 1. Moon Girl is going to attack this Goblin Thrall for 2. Take him out. Take her consequential damage. When we thwarted it, readies the helmet. We're then going to spend the Med Team and the helmet as a fist to do what doesn't kill me. Heal up 2 and ready. We will thwart for another 1, which will ready the helmet. We want to keep hold of Force Field Projector, so we can then spend this and Power in All of Us to put in our second Energy Barrier. That's not, again, not terrible. We are clearing up. We are going to keep hold of Force Field Projection. That one doesn't count towards our hand size, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. Nick Fury's nice, especially with the double resource. So let's keep that out, because that's what we're going to do first. We have 1 threat on. Green Goblin is going to attack us for 2 and 0. Should have readied. We'll use the helmet to do force field projection. We'll block all that damage and do 3 back to Goblin. Bring him down to 9. We take no damage, so we don't have to add an extra threat. We get an encounter card. Which is another Goblin Soldier, which isn't terrible at all. So, we are going to thwart for 1 to clear this and ready the helmet. We will then spend the helmet and a double and Daredevil to bring in Nick Fury. Now Nick is going to draw us 3. Oh, we're in another state where we can't ready. We've suddenly got a lot of resources in our hand. Not ideal. Yeah, because we definitely can't ready with it ever vigilant. So Moon Girl will attack for 2. Nick will attack for 2. Moon Girl is defeated. There is 4 on the Goblin Soldier. We keep hold of those. We're going to overspend, but we're going to spend 2 to put a height advantage down. At least that way we have the resources to pay for Ever Vigilant, and connection to the World Mind doesn't count as being in our hand. So let's ready back up. We have Champion's Mobile Bunker and we have a double to pay for it. So that is it for our side. We are going to go on to Goblin. So Goblin is going to attack into Nick. We have 1 threat onto the main before we do that. He's going to attack for 2. 3 into Nick. Nick is defeated. We're going to get an encounter card. This Goblin would attack us, but only for 1, and height advantage cancels it. We then get Assault. So Goblin is going to attack again for 2. For 3. It's reduced to 2. We're then going to ping the 2 damage, 1 with each energy barrier. We're going to take out the Goblin Soldier, which will deal us a point of damage, and we're going to ping 1 onto Goblin, putting him down to 8. So height advantage leaves. We're going to pay a double to put in a Champion's Mobile Bunker. We're going to use Champion's Mobile Bunker to draw 2. We'll get rid of Pin Down and Lightspeed Flight. Yeah, I think so. So we're going to punch for 1. That only takes up to that. We need that to do that. Yeah, we're not going to have enough to play Spider-Man, unfortunately. But we're going to punch for 1. Down to 7. We're going to spend a double to put in Ever Vigilant. We remove the threat from the main, and we ready. We will punch for another 1. Down to 6. I think we'll keep hold of both Spider-Man and unleash, no, sorry, connection to the world mind, isn't it? So we draw 2. You do get that force field projection, but we deck out, so we're going to get a second encounter card. We've managed to keep everything steady. We still get to draw another 2 cards. So we get our other 2 cards. We're going to add 1 threat onto the main. Goblin is going to attack us for 2, 3, 4. We will spend the helmet to do force field projection. We'll put 3 damage back, and then we'll use 1 of the energy barrier to ping another damage, bringing him down to 2. We get 2 encounter cards. So we get death from above, so he's going to attack us again for 2, 3 damage. I think now's as good a time as any. We're going to ping both energy barriers to take him down to 0. He's going to come back with 20 when we go on stage 3. He does still deal 1 damage to me, which now will add 2 threat onto the main. And we get 3 additional encounter cards, so we might as well deal with it this turn. We have Exhaustion, which will surge. We exhaust. We have a Thrall. We have a Master Plan, so what are we going to get? We get Goblin Reinforcements. For each Goblin minion in play, so we start with 3 threat on that one. Didn't take us too far into the deck. That will be Master Plan, isn't it? Yep. So dropping tokens, 3 threats on. We have a Thrall. We then have an advance. A Goblin is going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. Oh, which isn't ideal. We are going to go on to the next stage. And that is going to start with 4 threat on it. And then we get the Badoon Warlord as well. So, never mind. Right, what we are going to do, let's use the Champion's Mobile Bunker. So, we have a double, which can help pay for Spy Plan. We have that, which can help pay for that, and we want to keep the pin down, so I think we're going to get rid of them in, sorry, we want to keep the pin down. So we're back to 5. We are going to spend a power of to play What Doesn't Kill Me. We're going to heal 2 and ready. We are going to play a pin down onto the Badoon Warlord so we can ignore him. we will punch the thrall for 1. Which will ready the helmet. We'll then spend the helmet and 2 to bring in Spider-Man, Miles Morales. We're going to take the +2 thwart this time and get rid of the side scheme. Just because we don't want that additional encounter card every turn. And we will ready up. Drop another one because we've got another connection to the world mind. We've got some light speed flights and Moon Girl for next turn. So we're going to add 1/2 threat on because we have 2 goblins. Again, we're not using the special rules from the challenge. So 2 threat on. Goblin is going to attack us for 3, for 5. That hurt. So we go down to 3. The thrall is then going to attack us for 1. We go down to 2. Ooh, that hurt. I should have maybe just thrown Miles in the way. C'est la vie. That will add 2 threat on. Try to make sure I don't miss any of the timing triggers. We then get our encounter card, which is Overrun. We discard the top 2 cards. None of them were goblin minions. And that comes in with only 1 threat on it. So, the order we are going to do this, we will spend Power of Protection as a mental, and Jesse as a mental, and the helmet as a mental to bring in Moon Girl. That will draw us 3 cards. We then get Nick as well. So, Spider-Man is going to punch for 2 and take out the Goblin Thrall. We're going to use Champion's Mobile Bunker, and we're actually going to get rid of those 2 cards because it's not exactly what we wanted. We will thwart for 1 and clear the side scheme. That will ready the helmet. How much can we do? So we're not going to need force field projection this turn, so let's spend 3 and the helmet to bring Nick in. Nick is also going to draw us 3 cards. And ever vigilant. So we might be able to clear all the threats and maybe flip down and heal. So when we thwarted, no, we then spent that on Nick. So let's spend 2 to Ever Vigilant to ready. We don't do that. We remove 2 threat. We're not going to flip down actually because we're going to have Nick to block. So we will punch for 1. Bring him down to 19. We ready the helmet. The helmet will remove 3 threat, isn't it? 3 threat, and then we'll use a connection to the world mind to remove another 3 threat with 2 of the lightspeed flights. And then Moon Girl and Nick will both attack for 2. Bringing Goblin down to 15. Now, have we seen any of our pot shots this turn through? We haven't yet, so we've got 3 pot shots still to come, which is great. We did spend that, so that's ready. We're gonna spend a med team to take us back up to 4. Try and find any of my 1s. So Moon Girl takes 2 consequential damage, and Nick took 1 for his attack. We're on 4 life. 1, 2, 3, 5. And we do have a pot shot, but only 1. So let's see what we can do. We're only going to add 1 threat on this time because there's only Green Goblin in play. He is going to attack into Nick for 3. That adds 2 boost icons, so for 5, Nick doesn't make it. We get an encounter card, which is Advance, so he's going to scheme for 2. For 5. Thank you, Under Fire. I'm actually quite glad we didn't see it, so we're not too bad on threat. And then that's back to us because still he is pinned down, he is doing nothing. So we're back to us. We're going to Champions Mobile Bunker. We get 2 Unleash the Nova Forces. Right, so let's get rid of an Unleash the Nova Force and a one of our aerial height advantage. So what damage? He's got 4, so 6 threat. I think, is it even worth doing an Unleash the Nova Force, because I don't think we're going to clear a lot. I don't think so. So what we'll do is we'll keep hold of those 2. We're going to put a height advantage in. We're going to pot shot, deal 4 damage, bring him down to 11. We are going to thwart for 1, just to keep us under control. We have lost both advances. That will ready that one. Moon Girl is going to punch for 2, bring him down to 9. You know what, it might be worth getting rid of both those. We're going to keep Spider-Man around as a blocker. Moon Girl will go, and we will discard the last 2 cards in our hand because we're hoping to get 2 pot shots. And we got 0 pot shots. So out of the last 6 cards, 2 of them are pot shots. That is not ideal. We will also spend, the last med team just to bring us up to 6, just in case. So Goblin is going to add 1 threat on again. We don't have any other goblins in play. Goblin is going to attack into Spider-Man for 3 and put the Thrall into play. Spider-Man is defeated. The Thrall would attack us, but our height advantage prevents that. We get 1 encounter card, which is another Thrall. So we now have to deal with those. Let's get it ready. Let's Champions. That one gets discarded. Let's Champions Mobile Bunker. You get another pot shot. So let's get rid of what we might keep a height advantage. Definitely want to keep a pot shot. We're going to get rid of one of those. What doesn't kill me? So we'll get rid of those 2 and keep Daredevil to help pay for what doesn't kill me. Right. We have a plan. So let's pot shot. Take out a Thrall. Let's thwart for 1. Ready the helmet. Let's use the helmet and Daredevil to what doesn't kill me. And ready. Let's punch the Thrall for 1. Let's spend 2 to Ever Vigilant. That will have readied that, but that readies us. And then we punch the Thrall for 1. We need to get it down. We need to get rid of it. So, 4 cards, we get an encounter card. We lost all of our build hoping to push for the victory. But here we go. We know we've got at least 1 pot shot in that lot. So I'll draw 1 more. Let's just double check. Yeah, we could possibly play Miss Marvel and double pot shot. We might still be 1 short. We'll see what happens with Champions Mobile Bunker, providing we survive. So we're going to add 2 threat on, and then this is our boost card. So up to 7. He's going to attack for 3. This one gets shuffled back in. He attacks for 5, and then the Thrall attacks for 1. So we've gone from 8 down to 2. And we also add 2 more threat onto the main, so we're up to 9. We go down to 2. We have 2 encounter cards. We have a Goblin Soldier, and we have Weight of the World. Which is our obligation. We can't ready the helmet, which could then be a problem. Let's Champions Mobile Bunker. We do have 2 pot shots now. punch. We don't have the physical. So let's get rid of, not physical, sorry, let's get rid of those two. We don't have the wild. So we'll pot shot. No. Sorry, we'll punch and clear this one. That one goes away. Vigilant will clear 2 threat. We might have to keep hold of that and hope we draw well. Right, so we pot shot, which I've already put in the discard pile. We take him down to 5. We then spend 2 to ever vigilant, to ready. That can't ready at any point, but we do remove 2 threat. Five, 6, 7. That is a shame. So we punch for 1, down to 4. I think that's going to be it. So it's just whether or not I survive. That's all that it's going to be on. So we add 2 threat on. Right, this is all what it depends. We need to survive. He's going to attack us for 3 plus a boost, so 0. We are going to force field projection to put all 3 damage of that back onto him. He's down to 1. We then take 1 damage from the soldier. We're down to 1. We get an encounter card, which is Badoon Lieutenant. Just has patrol, no quick strike, no nothing, which will then allow us to spend 2 to do a pot shot and take the goblin out. Oh, we were 3 threat away and we were on 1 life, but there we go. We managed to squeak out a victory with this protection deck for Nova against expert Mutagen formula. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, happy gaming.